Hello everybody, welcome to the best family show ever. This is Ella, and Ella's daddy. I'm usually behind the camera, but today I'm going to join Ella in a dinosaur learning adventure. We're going to use the app Dino World by Pinkfong and learn about dinosaur eating habits. Now, back in the day, before dinosaurs were extinct, there were a few types of dinosaurs, and I want to talk to you a little bit about different types of dinosaurs and things that they ate. Let's go into this guy right here. This purple looking duck-billed T-Rex dinosaur. Now, if you look inside this guy's mouth, you see a fish. What that means is he eats meat, or she eats meat. I can't tell what gender this dinosaur is. If you look at the teeth, it's also very sharp with jagged edges. That usually means that this dinosaur eats meat primarily or mainly. What do we call dinosaurs or animals that eat mainly meat? We call them carnivores. Carnivores. Can you say carnivore, Ella?
Carnivore.
Yeah, and what do carnivores eat?
Meat.
Good job. This is another example of a carnivore. Look at him. He's just chugging meat down like it's nothing. This guy, I think, is a T-Rex that's red, I think. Now, you see that? Ella's not putting any pencils and books in there because that's not food. That guy was a pure carnivore. Because why? Let's look at it again. One more time. Why? Look at it. Look at his teeth. Sharp. Look at the food that he's eating. Just meat. And what did I say a carnivore was? A carnivore is a meat eater. This guy is a meat eater. So he's a carnivore. Wow. You're so good at this game, huh? Soccer ball? Ha! Take that! Nope. He didn't like that. You see? He likes meat more. Okay.
Meat.
So next, I want to talk about another kind of carnivore. Right, where's this guy? Let's look at this one here. Here we have a pterodactyl. What is he eating, Ella?
Fish.
He's eating pure fish. Fish is also a meat. It is a meat. Good job. That's so smart. Carnivores eat meat, and fish are meat, which means this dinosaur, or a pterodactyl, is a carnivore. What's he eating?
Fish.
Fish. Yes. Carnivores that only eat fish are called piscivores. Carnivores that mainly eat fish as a meat source are called piscivores. Piscivore, yeah. And what do piscivores do? What do piscivores eat? Fish, yes. Good job.
Meat.
Fish meat, yes. Now let's move on to another dinosaur that also is a carnivore. What do we see here? We see a dinosaur, another one. Look at his teeth. There are none, meaning this dinosaur doesn't have sharp teeth. But look at that, it's eating bugs. What are bugs, Ella? Bugs are meat, a form of protein. If a dinosaur eats bugs, it means that dinosaur is a carnivore. Now, animals or dinosaurs that eat specifically insects are called insectivores. Can you say insectivores? Insectivores. It starts with the word insect, T, and vor. Let's try to find one more example of an insectivore. Look at this yellow dinosaur up here. Feed this yellow dinosaur for me, Ella. Yep, it's eating a ladybug. It's eating another firefly, a butterfly, and a worm. That is another example of a dinosaur that eats insects, which makes that dinosaur an insectivore. Oh, this dinosaur is different. It has no teeth, but it's eating leaves and berries.
Yes.
That's not meat. Because this dinosaur is not eating meat. Guess what it's called, Ella? A herbivore. This dinosaur is called a herbivore. Dinosaurs are animals that eat only herbs, which are plants or vegetables, are called herbivores. Let's go back to the main menu here and try to find another dinosaur that's a herbivore. Can you find another one, Ella? Which one is another herbivore? Yes. This dinosaur is a herbivore because it's eating fruits. That looks like a pear, an orange, and an apple, and something else. These fruits,
There's a plum.
plums, okay. So a dinosaur that eats mainly fruits is called a herbivore because it doesn't eat meat mainly or at all. That is a herbivore. Can you say herbivore, Ella?
Herbivore.
Herbivores eat plants and fruits. Okay, now let's move on. Look at a couple of more things here. Okay, let's look at this guy. Let's look at this okay, let's look at another example here of a dinosaur, okay? That does meat eating. No, there's no more. Let's go back to another dinosaur that needs his teeth brushed. This one right here is definitely a meat eater because if you look at its teeth, like I said, which is sharp, that mainly is for biting meat and chewing meat. So this dinosaur right here is a carnivore. While Ella brushes this dinosaur's teeth, I want to talk about what we just ate for lunch. We ate fish, we ate some greens, and we ate
Then sushi.
some sushi and fruits, okay? What does that mean? We ate both meat and vegetables
And rice.
at the same time.
We eat
Yeah.
rice too.
So does that make us carnivores?
Nope.
Or does that make us herbivores?
Carnivores.
Carnivores? Yeah, I guess we are carnivores. And we're also herbivores. But guess what? That's a trick question, Ella. When an animal or a dinosaur eats both meat and plants, that makes the dinosaur an omnivore. Or any other animal, in fact, is an omnivore if you eat both plants and meat. Can you guess something that eats both plants and meat? You, a human. Humans are omnivores because we eat both plants and meat. One of the easy ways to tell if an animal is an omnivore is 1, its digestive system, 2, is its teeth structure. If you look at carnivores, like I said, like this guy, he has sharp teeth. If you look at a lot of herbivores, they have flat teeth. If you look at omnivores, they have both kind of teeth. If you look at our teeth in the mirror, we have our canine teeth that are sharp. We have our front teeth, which are like blades that can cut. And we have our molars in the back, which are flat for chewing. That helps a lot with our omnivorish eating habits because the flat teeth help chew plants or meat. The front teeth help cut meat. Technically you don't need it for plants, but it helps to cut things that you want to cut. And these sharp teeth that we have here, these canines, are for grabbing food and pulling it.
Yes.
So yes, we are omnivores. Another example, well, not just one example, a few more examples of animals that are omnivores are bears. Bears hibernate in the winter, and when they come out of hibernation, what do? They eat salmon. They eat berries. They eat pretty much everything they can find. So that makes them omnivores.
Omnivores.
Another example that you might be shocked about are dogs. Dogs are also omnivores. They can eat meat or plant-based foods and they'll be fine. Although they prefer meat. But just because they prefer meat doesn't mean they're carnivores because they can actually eat both. Another example, if you live in a dense city with raccoons, you would know that they're also omnivores because they go in your trash and eat everything. Garbage, plants, food, rotten milk, whatever you call it. Whatever you name it, they eat it. Raccoons are definitely omnivores because they eat both plants and meat. Now, Ella, can you say omnivore?
Omnivore.
Good, omnivore.
Omnivore.
Omnivore. Vor.
Omnivore.
Good job. So let's review what I just talked about so that I can reinforce it in your heads. Let's look at this purple T-Rex, duck-billed kind of dinosaur.
Duckbill.
This dinosaur, like I said, has sharp teeth, which usually indicates meat eating. So this dinosaur eats meat, which makes this dinosaur a
Eats
carnivore.
fish.
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
Carnivore. This dinosaur is a carnivore because he eats fish. This dinosaur is a carnivore because it eats fish. we moved on earlier to another kind of carnivore. And it was a carnivore
It's fish
that
meat.
mainly ate fish. A
Fish.
carnivore that eats mainly fish is a piscivore. Piscivore, can you say that?
Possible.
Good. Now let's go back to the last carnivore we talked about, which is carnivores that eat insects. Like this red dinosaur here. Dinosaurs that eat only insects are called insectivores. Insects are considered meat, although you don't typically eat it. They are considered meat, which makes this dinosaur a carnivore. And carnivores that eat mainly or only insects are called insectivores. And what do I see here? I see an egg. Look at this baby dinosaur here. So lastly, I want to talk to you about how dinosaurs reproduce. They don't reproduce like us in a hospital where doctors have to deliver babies out of your mummies. Dinosaurs actually lay eggs. As far as we know in science, dinosaurs lay eggs. In many sites we have found dinosaur nests with eggs in it, which has made us believe that dinosaurs lay eggs. One thing I want to mention about egg facts is that scientists claim you cannot really tell what dinosaur or animal is in an egg by just looking at the egg itself. And they also cannot conclude whether or not dinosaurs lay gigantic eggs or small eggs, because the bigger the egg, the bigger the eggshell, or the thicker the eggshell is required for the egg to stay stable. So physically, scientists aren't sure if bigger dinosaurs laid bigger eggs, because we don't even know if that's possible to have an egg that big, because the shell would have to be gigantic to prevent cracking. That was just a fun fact. But moving on. Like many reptiles that are alive today, they lay eggs, and that's all we really know because they are now extinct. They don't exist anymore in the world. But at one point in time, they were alive and roaming the earth. And all what we can do now to figure out their habits is we dig the ground, find bones, and observe the bones. Observing the bones, we make up what we think makes the most sense from the data that we gather on how they live. When you gather bones, it's called excavating. Over here, we have a small little picture of an excavation game. And what you see here are a bunch of bones of dinosaurs. Normally, in places like, say, northern Alberta in Canada, there are a lot of bones that are still found till today. And often they are found a lot like this one right here. Often while digging sites, you will find a dinosaur kind of sticking out like this. And then archaeologists would have to go in and slowly brush off the dirt and prepare it to be put into somewhere like a lab or a museum for display. Now Ella here is brushing it really softly like a real archaeologist. It is important to note that sometimes dinosaur bones are found in places where they can't really brush off all the dirt surrounding the bones. So what they do is they actually cut the whole block out, encasing the dinosaur, and then they just ship the whole block to the museum for examination. Wow, Ella, you're such a good dinosaur excavator. Look how white you make the bones.
And black.
That looks like a vegetarian, so this is a herbivore or an insectivore, you don't know yet. Alright, what do we see here? That guy is a mix of a Stegosaurus, a Brontosaurus, and a Velociraptor. Very nice. Now that we've talked about how dinosaurs eat and how they have babies, let's do a little game before we end the video. What game do you want to play before ending the video, Ella? Okay, let's do a little puzzle. Let's do this one right here, since you like these T-Rexes so much. Wow. Put the teeth. I see teeth. I see the back. I see eyes. I see his neck. I see his tail. I see his leg. Yeah, and I see something there. I don't know what that is. I see his other leg. And And I see his tail.
This is a bug.
No, I see his tail. Does his tail go up there? No. I see his tail. There we go. And tree. That is a T-Rex. Good job. Alright folks, we are going to end the video right here. I hope you like and subscribe if you see what you like. But we are going to be doing a lot more videos in the future about dinosaurs and many other things. So please stay tuned for that. Until next time, bye!